Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2023 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me more than you will ever know to be seen by that YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Two of Wands reverse. We need to be mindful of certain opportunities not going through the way that we had originally planned that they would. And these could be setbacks that we really think are a lot more detrimental or intense than they actually are. Spirit is showing us right now, by having some things not go through, that we have to look at different avenues, or we have to look at things in a different way, which is not what we want to hear at all, Aries. I really see that we have a really set idea of like, this is the way it's supposed to be. And spirit right now is saying, no, it's not going to be that way. And they kind of want to see, it's kind of almost like a game. Like they want to see how quickly you can adapt to this situation. So just be aware of that you're going to feel like, wow, am I being tested? And the answer is, yeah, you are. So just be aware of it, because I laugh because it's frustrating, but it's kind of funny what spirit is doing here. So just know that your spirit guides, your angels, they're like, I want you to go this way, and I want to see if you'll do it. Like I want to see if you'll take that step. And part of it has to do with believing in yourself in a really powerful way. So let's see what spirit has to say here, angels and spirit guides. So here is create. You have to embrace your creative energy. And I know have to is an intense way to phrase things, but spirit right now is saying your creativity and your ability to create. And it doesn't matter how you create. It doesn't matter if it's through gardening or if it's through, whatever medium is sings to your heart and lets you have a creative outlet. This is going to be something that's very important to you. And you're also going to see that that creativity, it builds you in your career. Even if you're thinking, well, how do I need to be creative here in what I do? It's not creative. But there is something here that you have a spark, you have an essence to you that really breaks you outside of the box. And that's going to be something that makes you shine. So just know that you feed that into your spirit, your creative energy, your power, your purpose, your intentions. That really starts to feed you, and that really makes you shine in a very profound and very beautiful way. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Oh, okay. So you have here all major arcana cards except for one, which is a ace, which is also a very intense and very powerful card. Now here with the hangman, that's why spirit is saying they're closing a door, because here with the hangman, another door is opening, or you're finding yourself in a very different place than you had thought you would be. With this card, it represents a Welsh myth, and I forget, it's the enchantment of, it's said Dyfed here in English, but it's pronounced differently, and I can't remember the Welsh pronunciation of it. But you think you're one place. They thought they were one place, and they got transported into the fairy world, which is a way of saying is that we think we're heading in one direction, or we think something's going to be one way, and we're going to find ourselves just in a completely different situation than what we had prepared for. And this is going to be something actually that we've wished for, but it's going to be packaged in a way that we think, oh, I don't want that. Like, no, thank you. But it's moving us forward in a way that we hadn't expected. And it's pushing us out of our comfort zone, which I know people are going to say and be writing right now, Dane, I've been pushed out of my comfort zone so much. And I get that completely. But this is pushing you out of your comfort zone into a place that lets you shine, because we have the star card here. This is Aquarius energy coming through, Pisces energy coming through. There's a healing that we're not quite ready for, but there's also a sense of being really drained during this time also that we need to be aware of. It's just like we're overwhelmed. It's overwhelming. And so to be aware of that is going to be super important to us as we're moving forward. All right. So just knowing that here, and we're going to be thinking to ourselves, I should be handling this better, or I should be taking on more, or I shouldn't have reacted that way. You're drained if you don't start filling up your cup. I love that saying, it takes a gallon to fill a cup, because I found it mind blowing, because I always thought it took a cup to fill a cup. And it's like, no, it doesn't. You need to have a gallon to be able to give to everybody else, especially in your work, in your career, because a lot of things are changing. You're seeing yourself move forward powerfully and intensely. You need that gallon. You need to start doing things that raise your energy vibration, that raise your happiness, that say things like, you matter. Now, you might not be able to take a vacation and just go away and take time for you. That's completely understandable, right? But you can do things like watching things that make you laugh, like, doing small little things that start to say to yourself, I matter and I'm raising my happiness. I'm prioritizing my happiness, because there's a wish right here with the star. This is a deep seated wish from your soul that's being sent out into the universe. It's being heard. Do we think it's heard? No, we don't. We think that we've been forgotten, that it's been overwhelming, and that we cannot move forward the way that we want to. But what we're going to see here is that we're taking the reins. We're taking the reins of what we want, and we're saying, I'm jumping ahead. I'm going after what I desire. With this myth, it was very much a sense of, I want to protect you, so I'm going to keep you, hidden away. And that's what his mother did. All his family, all his brothers, joined, and his father joined the military. Well, in Welsh mythology, it would be like the king, and they went and they fought, and they all didn't make it. And his mother was like, I can't stand any more loss. And so to keep him safe, she kept him hidden. And then one day he stumbles upon knights, and he's like, this is what I want to be. And he just knew it in his blood. And she was like, no, I want to keep you safe. But there's something here where you're fighting against, I want to be kept safe. And it doesn't have to be in the same vein, but it's like, I want to be kept safe. And it's scary to take this jump and to go after what my soul is telling me to do. And I'm not sure I'll be able to make it. I'm not sure I'll be able to do what I want or achieve what I've set out, because it's your soul's wish. And so here, when it comes to money, when it comes to career, you might say, oh, Dane, we're talking in the fanciful. You're having a big shift. Major arcana cards are the energy that we can't really hide away from or run away from. It's going to be a change whether we like it or not. So we're going to find ourselves in situations where it's like, how did I get here? And it's not bad situations. It's not anything to be worried about, but it's like, it's changing the way you see things. And as it changes the way you see things, you start to say, but this is what I really want. Like, this is where I really want to be. Can I take that jump? And this does not mean at all quit your job, go join the circus, unless that's something you really wanted to do all your life. Who's to stop you? What this is saying here is be smart. Be smart and start to focus on what you desire and what you want. And that desire and that want could be, I want a good retirement. Or that desire and that want can be, I want to be in a position that feels like I'm making more of a difference in this area than I am. Or I just want to be able to get through my day at work so that I can go home and do what I really love. And if we keep on building that energy around us, looking at what we really desire and putting in alignment our energy, in Qigong, it's called the E. Like, the E is the thought, and it affects the Qi. So what you think, when they say mind and body are connected, they are. And so here, you're following a dream, you're following a path that can seem out of reach. Like, you're going for that promotion, or even if you're going to talk with some people and you think, oh, wow, I want that promotion that opened up. But you start talking to them and you think, I don't want to work with these people. I don't want to be doing this. That starts to lead you on a path that you hadn't expected. And it brings you to the Pisces energy, but to the energy of the moon. Everything is changing. And you're starting to see your wisdom is guiding you. Listen to your inner self. Listen to what you want, not what everybody wants for you or from you, but listen to what you want. You're going to start to see yourself taking flight. You're going to start to see things changing. Don't take on so much, okay, Aries? It's like one battle at a time, which is going to be something that's a little bit difficult to do. especially since we feel drained. And because we feel drained, we're looking to fill that hole, you know, and we're looking to fill, there we go, that spirit shape, or they say the God shaped hole, however you want to see it, but that healing emptiness within us. And we think, okay, if I do more, if I find something exterior or someone that, can help me feel better, that's what I need. And it's like, no, I need to sit and I need to heal. And I need to let me know that I matter. And it's going to be small little steps, because once you start to turn this cup around, once you start to embrace your heart, your soul, yourself, you will see that the doors that closed were for a reason. And you will see that you start moving towards what you really desire, and you'll start connecting better, because spirit right now is saying, we're not connecting, we're not talking. I want to talk to you. But it's like, I call, you don't pick up. So what can I do? And your voicemail is full. That's what spirit is saying. So just be aware of this. You're going to be taken on a journey. You're going to be jumping into things that you're always trying to protect yourself from, or that there was an energy around you that was like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And it's like, but I have to. I have to go after this for me. And it can't even be two sides of yourself that you're warring with. That part of you that wants to do it, but that part of you also that wants to play it safe. So play it safe. Keep your job, keep what you do, and then do something on the side. If that's what you want to do, if that's what makes your heart sing, if you're testing the waters to see, how do I get ahead and how do I get to where I want to be? Everything is changing. And that is something that is wonderful, but it's also something that is very scary. We also have a lot of fears coming forward during this time. The subconscious and the conscious, what we say and how we act to things, what we want and what we deeply want. This is a time to quiet everything down and say, where do I want to be? What do I want to discover from me and for me? And it sounds like a silly, money and career reading. Okay. Am I going to be super rich? It's not talking about money right now. So I would say during this time period, you can have opportunities to bring in more income or to advance your finances. But Spirit is saying right now, it's not about the getting rich. Are you going to be moving ahead in your career? Yes, if you start believing in you. But you feel drained and you feel like everybody's pulling you. We have home, we have work, we have, everything just pulling us in 18 million directions. And if we don't start taking time and we don't start prioritizing ourselves, then we're never going to get to where we want to be. And we're just going to see that our feeling of being overwhelmed, being taken advantage of, being neglected starts to build, because that's what our mind is focusing on. And so our E affects our chi. It affects the flow of the energy that comes into our body. And it's just overwhelming to us. So just be aware of that. Be aware. And it brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the Ace of Wands. That's exactly what Spirit was saying, like new business opportunity, job opportunities coming your way. And it's going to be because we feel overwhelmed. It's going to be like, oh, well, maybe this will make me happy. And maybe that will make me happy. And maybe this will be the answer. And so we're filling that hole with different things to do because they're all bright and shiny and new and different. And we're like, oh, that'll be the answer. But it won't be until we settle into ourselves. It just won't be. We can also find that there's an Aquarius energy. Okay, this is a time frame of January 20th to February 18th, and a Pisces time frame, which is right after that, which is February 19th to March 20th. Either somebody born around those times, or an Aquarius or a Pisces, or something that happens. And I know that this can either be from this year. I see it more going into next year that really moves us forward, which sounds like a long way away, but my gosh, we're already halfway through the year and it's insane. So just be aware of this. Be aware that you're taking a leap. You're going to see the payoff later. It's not going to be right now. Now it's about the healing, and it's about fixing what seems broken. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message. And this is imagine. You have create, you have imagine, your spark, your beauty, things that bring you joy. It doesn't mean that you have to do it in order to sell it. Things that just bring you joy, that are comforting, that are beautiful. It doesn't matter, that people like. I love to do embroidery and crocheting. I'm starting to learn how to knit, and it's like these things are always considered old lady, old people things. But it brings me joy. So people tease. And that used to really bother me. And now it's like, why? Let them tease. Let them tease. But if it brings you joy, do it. Because it's astounding. It is beautiful. And it moves you to, the Four of Wands reversed. There are commitments that you have made. And those commitments are being broken. Not by you. Okay, well, they can be. You could be like, enough is enough. But it's almost like a covenant was broken by others. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? We can see it at work. We can see it at home. We can see it different ways. It's like, this isn't the deal we made type of thing. Or we can also see things falling through. should have been able to move here, or we should have been able to do this or sell this or do that. And it's like, it's not going as smoothly as we had wanted it to. Why? Because there's something a lot bigger on the horizon. And if everything goes smoothly and if we head in the direction that we think is right, Spirit's like, no, you don't want to be there. So this is a little bit of let go and let God type of thing. This is a bit of trust having to come in, but there's power to you moving you forward. And it's just going to be exquisite. When we stop saying, well, I know it's best, or I'm coming up with these situations and, this is how it could be, that's how it could be. We just say, you know what, today, I only have today. I'm going to do things that make me happy today. I'm going to do the things that need to get done today. And then I'm going to move forward. That, that can be a really good plan, even though it seems like we're throwing away all the plans. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a fantastic beginning of June. Bye.